Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha'Allah, Koholoim La Yahweh Basim Yahweh Bahashem Kakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. I just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Basim Yahweh to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan Awaf just coming at you with another quick lesson. Praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And I've been seeing a couple of just watching the news, Euro News, and different news outlets, and these heathen, they get into their celebrations as far as their holidays. And this is something that's done in China. It's the year of the snake, Lunar New Year 2025. And also I want to bring up the video with the the Hindu, with that. I think it was maybe 500 million people showed up for, their basically their idolatrous festival as well. But, according to the scriptures, we're to have no other God before Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. But I'm gonna just play a little bit of the video, get into it just a little bit, and we'll grab a couple of scriptures, you know what I'm saying? So let's play this one.
Don't try this simple shake-inspired trick unless you're ready to rediscover your energy.
You already know they're gonna come with the bullshit. Fuck out of here.
The 2025 Lunar New Year is here. After a busy yet fruitful year of the dragon, it's time for joy, reflection, and renewal. 2025 will be the year of the snake, which ranks 6th in the 12 zodiac signs and represents wisdom and transformation. If you were born in these years, you are a snake. People born in the year of the snake are often associated with being elegant, mysterious, and highly intelligent. The snake symbolizes healing and rebirth because of its ability to shed its skin and emerge anew. Snakes hold a high place in Chinese culture. In Chinese mythology, the ancestors of mankind, the two mighty gods Fuxi and Nuwa, are half human and half snake. Snakes are also one of the oldest and most used totems in China, and they can be found in many artworks and artifacts from ancient times. Some people believe that the Chinese ancestors created the image of the Chinese dragon, Long, because they worship the snake so much. In fact, many people in China call the snake Little Dragon to show their love and respect for the animal. There are a lot of Chinese folk tales related to snakes. The most well-known one is the legend of the white snake, which tells the story about a white snake that was cultivated for thousands of years, which later transformed into a beautiful woman who had a love affair with a human. There are songs, TV shows, films, and even animes about this story in China. And this tune.
Okay, so see what it is. I don't really want to play the music, but this is for educational purposes only, not getting any monetary value off of it or anything. But sometimes you play that music, you get that copyright. But anyway, you can clearly see they bugging, going to fuck off. Damn snake have sex with no. But see, all these heathen, these nations, they have their own gods that they believe in, But let me just grab a couple of scriptures real quick. Now, I just put in, God of gods, basically, Yahweh is the God of gods, And also the scripture talks about being wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove, you know what I'm saying? So we do realize it from that aspect that, the serpents, they are very wise, you know what I'm saying? The way that they get down, and also John 3:14. It talks about the serpent, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of Christians get that John 3:16 mixed up with thinking that the Lord loves everybody on the planet. And that scripture, John 3:16, is not talking about that. We always refer them to going to John 3:14 first and figuring out what that means. And you'll get pretty much the understanding. If the Spirit is dealing with you, you'll get the understanding of what's being spoken of in John 3:16, But let's just get a couple of these real quick. This is Leviticus 19:4. It says, turn ye not unto idols, nor make yourselves molten gods. I am the Lord your God. So this is a law to us as a people. You know what I'm saying? You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And you have some of our people, man, they into some of this silly ass shit, different these other nations religions and stuff. But the Lord told us, he gave us real strict rules as to not following in behind these nations. Matter of fact, in Jeremiah, it talks about how the customs of the people are vain. Let me see. Deuteronomy 7:16, and thou shalt consume all the people which the Lord Yahweh thy God shall deliver thee. Thine eyes shall have no pity upon them, neither shalt thou serve their gods, for that will be a snare unto thee. See? Serving these false gods, man. And that's what's got us in the situation we're in right now, actually. Deuteronomy 7:25. The graven images of their gods shall ye burn with fire. Thou shalt not desire the silver or gold that is on them, nor take it unto thee, lest thou be snared therein. For it is an abomination to the Lord thy God. You see? Even though the silver and gold that may be on those idols may be valuable in a sense, as far as earthly, it's an abomination to the Lord. So you're not even to even take part in that shit. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to steer clear of all this stuff, man. And it's so many scriptures. It's pretty much a lot of them are repeating itself. Deuteronomy 8:19, and it shall be, if thou do all forget the Lord thy God, and walk after other gods, and serve them, and worship them, I testify against you this day that ye shall surely perish. And that's pretty much what we're going through as a people right now, man. Right? Deuteronomy 10:17, for the Lord your God is God of gods, and Lord of lords, and great God, a great God, a mighty and terrible, which regardeth not persons nor taketh reward, right? So now you can also have, gods with the lowercase g can also mean, like judges, governors, people of power, so to speak. It can go into that as well. But generally, what's being spoken of right now is, idols, the worshiping of, like white Jesus. That's an idol. You know what I'm saying? That's something that's been a snare and a trap to us as a people as well, right? And we've gotten into a lot of trouble, man, following in behind these other nations, because Yahweh is a jealous power, right? But let's go. Matter of fact, let's go to the Ten Commandments, right? Exodus chapter 20. I'm gonna start from verse 1. It says, and Yahweh spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I the Lord thy God am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments, right? So now the names of these, certain gods, they're in the scriptures. It's not like you can't say those names. What it's going into is you're not to bow or worship those gods, man. We don't like to mention them, but for the sake of the lessons and the sake of new listeners, we may use the word Jesus, which we know that means earth pig in the Latin. We know for a fact that that's not a god. You know what I'm saying? We know that that's an idol, but we use it to let the people know, because that's who they're familiar with. And then we let them know, hey, look, the Lord's name is not Jesus. His name is Yahweh, which means that he's the Savior or deliverer in the Paleo Hebrew, right? And the true name of the Father is Yahweh, which means that he exists for the existing one. Okay, so let's go into this next. Let me see. I may still have it up here. This one right here, because this happened just the other
tragic
day. It happened just the other day with this stampede. 30 people died in a stampede, because it's like 400 to 500 million people out there at one fucking time, bro. So something not gonna go right, Well, let's play this.
In northern India this morning, at least 30 people were killed in a stampede at the world's largest religious gathering. State authorities say dozens of people were injured at the Maha Kumbh festival. It happened as tens of thousands of pilgrims rushed to take a holy bath in a river. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says the incident is extremely sad and offered his condolences. Today is a sacred day in the 6-week Hindu festival.
See? 6-week Hindu festival. So 30 people, you know what I'm saying, got, trampled over and killed or whatever. Probably more than that died, you know what I'm saying. I know a lot of people got injured as well, but this is, all a part of those vain customs that these people have. So let's get Jeremiah chapter 10. And this is why we tell you, man, hey, get the fuck away from these holidays. These, shit like Christmas, Thanksgiving, 4th of July, all of Americans' holidays, any holiday, you know what I'm saying, other than, because see, we have our own holidays. You have things like Passover, Purim, Feast of Unleavened Bread, it's all different types of holidays that the Hebrew Israelites have of their own. You don't even need to deal with these other holidays, man, because they're vain. And a lot of them are idolatrous, man. They can get you in some trouble with the Lord, man. The Lord not playing that you having another God before you other than him. He's very jealous. But this is Jeremiah chapter 10. Let's start at verse 1. Hear ye the word which Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel, which are you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. That right there is clearly talking about Christmas right there. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good. Because it's just it's like a damn nightstand in your house. That nightstand, what you worshiping? Well, why would you worship a damn nightstand? Nightstand can't get up, move nowhere. It can't save you. It's not gonna get up and get you a glass of water. It's not gonna make you no damn soup if you're on your deathbed sick. It's just gonna sit there. It's useless, right? Verse 6, it says, for as much as there is none like unto thee, O Yahweh, thou art great, and thy name is great in might. Who would not fear thee, O King of nations? See, the Lord, the Father, Yahweh, is the King of nations. For to thee doeth it appertain. For as much as among all the wise men of the nations, and in all their kingdoms, there is none like unto thee. See? But they are altogether brutish and foolish. The stock is a doctrine of vanities. Silver spread into plates is brought from Tarshish, and gold from Uphaz. The work of the workmen and of the hands of the founder. Blue and purple is their clothing. They are all cunning. They are all the work of cunning men. See? You see these people with these statues, they be all elaborate. They got these temples, they got all these different places where they, they worshiping, and they're just worshiping false gods, man, worshiping idols, man. Verse 10, but the Lord Yahweh is the true God. He is the living God and an everlasting King. At his wrath the earth shall tremble, and the nations shall not be able to abide his indignation. See? And this is what's coming, man, to the planet, man, when the Lord comes, our Lord Yahushua, his son. Right? It says, thus shall ye say unto them, the gods that have not made the heavens and the earth, even they shall perish from the earth and from under these heavens. He hath made the earth by his power. He hath established the world by his wisdom, and hath stretched out the heavens by his discretion. When he uttereth his voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens. And he causeth the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth. He maketh lightnings with the rain, and bringeth forth the wind out of his treasures. Every man is brutish in his knowledge. Every founder is confounded by the graven image. For his molten image is falsehood, and there is no breath in them. See? And it goes on, verse 15, they are vanity, and the work of errors. In the time of their visitation they shall perish. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name. See? So, the Lord gave us clear instructions as to not worshiping these false gods, man. And our people, man, I don't know, just drawn to bullshit, man. It's like, when Moses went into the mount, and the people was on Aaron's heels to build him a god, basically. You know what I'm saying? After Moses was, in the mount for 40 days, they was like, hey, we don't know what happened to this man, but make us gods. And that's where you get the situation with the golden calf and all that good stuff like that. But our people have always worshipped other gods, man, and have it real bad to this very day. You know what I'm saying? Like, two of the very, well, when you go into Deuteronomy chapter 28, one of the curses is that we would, serve other gods. We didn't listen to the Lord and what he told us to do. Let me see, Salaki, where's that at? Verse 36, Deuteronomy 28 and 36, the Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, and there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone. Mainly wood goes off into that, generally the wooden cross that, white Jesus that our people, that's the main top religion or the main idolatrous religion that our people are into. And that stone is going off into Islam, basically being damn Muslims, man. We're not no fucking Muslims, man. We are Israelites. But because we didn't listen to the Lord, he sent us into captivity, and in these captivities, we serve the gods of these heathen nations, man, and celebrate all their wicked ass holidays. But I didn't want to keep this long. I just saw these couple of things the past couple of days here, and like, yeah, but see, these people, they're gonna bow to the Father Yahweh in the name of his son Yahweh. They're going to serve our God. You know what I'm saying? In the future, it's not going to be any of this right here. They're not going to, we're going to tear all that shit up. All that ain't going to be they're going to be, we're going to beat the shit out of them, and they're going to serve our power, man, with fear. Straight up, man. It is what it is. Ain't going to be no year of the dragon. Ain't going to be no goddamn Hinduism. There's not going to be no Muslims. There's not gonna be it's not gonna be any of that stuff in our kingdom, man. We're gonna get rid of all that, and they're not gonna have any say in it. It's just, for real. They're just gonna they're gonna bow, man. So I'm gonna end out there. Pray that the lesson was edifying. With that, Kwame Yasha Allah and the Bible Ball.